Hey, good morning. What's up, everybody? This is Agasically Stamus from GearWorks.com and the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube, and the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube here with the early AM live stream direct to Twitter. So, if you haven't seen my shtick before, I basically play games, talk a lot of tech, particularly streaming tech, in an effort to put as much information as I can out there to help live streamers and people who like to do game captures. I also kind of patrol and rotate around to all the services, streaming directly to them. I don't like going through Recast or another surrogate service because I feel like in order to make sure that I understand the service and what it has to offer, and get a chance to experience different communities, that I need to spend time streaming direct. So this month, on the experimental ring, I am over here streaming live on Twitter. So let's go ahead and get started this morning because it is a late start. So we will continue. So this morning I'm playing a little TitanFall 2. Let's go ahead and start talking about some of the hardware that's in play today. Like I said, I'm getting a little bit of a late start. The early AM live stream is always a little tough to pull off. But in addition to that, I did have one technical problem where in between live streams, in between the late night live stream Monday night and this morning's early AM live stream, I did have a problem where the gaming PC stopped seeing the audio output. So stop seeing the game capture card / the display as an available audio output. Now the good news is in between great. That's right, I don't have time travel anymore. In between the Monday late night live stream and this morning's live stream, the game started being able to detect the capture card as an available 4K display. So when I initially brought it up Monday night, after I got done playing some Call of Duty Ghosts, it couldn't see. It wouldn't give me the option to go to 4K resolution. Which is a shame because the beauty of the card that I'm playing with today, which is the AverMedia Live Gamer Extreme Portable 2 Plus, is that if you're not familiar with TitanFall 2, it has this whole wall running mechanic. So this morning I am playing. So I'm playing on what I call Desktop 4 today, which this is cracking a little bit here. So I have, since I have finally kind of gotten down the wall running mechanic, I try. Whoa. I must not have been pushing the black brick button. That was a much better wall run. Alright. What is that? So I am playing at Workstation 4, at Desktop 4, or what I also refer to as the secondary Uberboxing. So it is the... Whoa! This is one of my PCs that has been purpose-built to be capable of handling VR, being a streaming PC, and playing PC games. So it has, so I targeted putting in a good CPU, a high amount of memory, and SSDs for game capture as well as a good GPU. I break that out because what I used to do is I used to build PCs specifically to be good gaming PCs, so I would put high-end GPUs in them, but I would put medium to low-end CPUs in them. And then my studio PCs and streaming PCs, I would put higher-end CPUs in them, not spend a lot of money on the GPU. And those were the workstations that I would use for video editing and live streaming. With the advent of AMD Ryzen, it's reasonable to, within my budget constraints, to build PCs that can handle all those things. So Ryzen has been absolutely one of the most exciting things that has happened in my opinion, in PC gaming since these 1000 series GPUs. Now my only thing is I'm trying to, I don't like that. I gotta make one adjustment to my control settings here. Controls, yeah, so I mapped crouch to the C key, which I don't like because I can't hit D and C at the same time with my index finger. Crouch, I really need, so can I put crouch on Alt, on left Alt? Yeah, I can. Alright, so incidentally this morning, let me go ahead and show you this so I can get back to gaming and then we can talk what gaming is. So I'm playing with the, you've maybe seen this up in a review video on the Rounding Off Infinity gaming channel on YouTube where I put hardware videos up of gaming peripherals. But this is the Alla Excalibur SI-881 half mechanical gaming keyboard. I love this thing. I use a few of these things. They're called gaming keyboards. I also refer to them as game pads. And then I call the thing that you use to play console games a game controller. So that's my difference in terminology here. But I have about 5 different game pads, and this is absolutely my favorite one. There is a little configuration utility so you can customize the lighting to your taste. I've just got it on that. Where is it coming from? I feel like bad guy that I can see in there. Yeah, I'm not particularly happy with the weapon selection that I made. Whoa, is that thing? I heard somebody else popping up. Oh man, the distance is not minimal here. Whoa, what is that? Come on, guys. Again, as I frequently state, every first-person shooter game should have... Oh, that actually worked. Okay, I feel like sitting here fighting these guys is not particularly effective. Yeah, so we need to get over to where they are. I see ya. Say the nay. So at any rate, I'm over on the secondary Uber boxes this morning, which was originally built to be supposed to take over as the primary streaming PC from the studio PC that I built in 2017. I don't understand why it seems and feels like these guys are doing unlimited spawn. It was just that many of them. Alright, I don't understand where all these guys are coming from, but I am about done. Nope, that's not what you need to do. Now my only thing that I don't like is I have... Whoa! Whoa, what was that? Come on. Now I have both sprint and crouch mapped to my left pinky. No, you shouldn't have done that. So I'm over here on the secondary Uber boxing this morning, which is powered by an AMD Ryzen 5 1600X, I believe it is. Nope, it's not good. An AMD Ryzen 5 1600X, 24 gigabytes of DDR4, 2666 megahertz. RAM. Now that is because I had some mechanical envelope problems in here where I seem to not have my double jump. Where the cooling shroud for my cooling solution creates some blockage where the RAM that I'm using. Why do I not have double jump? Am I not? Oh, is that the, what do I have? Yep, control is the sprint. And yeah, you needed to double jump. There we go.
It's a maze down here. How deep does this thing go?
Scans reveal a maximum depth of 300 meters.
So I can only get one of my Corsair Vengeance sticks
place?
of RAM in here. That's the RAM with the RGB lighting.
As the power grid for an IMC interstellar beacon.
Pulse glows different colors. But I bought 2 sticks of that, but I can only fit one in there because of how the cooling shroud would then block the other stick, because the other RAM slot is in too close proximity to. Yeah, screw that up. Alright, there we go. And then this PC has an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1070 inside it. Actually, this is one of the Founders Edition cards that I have in this PC. Now, this morning, thanks to the coolness of the capture card I am using. No, I don't want to use the capture card. I am actually playing in 4K, which is pretty awesome. I always love that. Yeah. Why is he not gripping to the side of the wall?
Sensors detect a power control room located at the top of the silo. The fan exhaust is not lethal.
Okay.
Anomaly detected. Organic. Code yellow. Scheduled turbine deactivation.
Bypass successful. The fan exhaust is offline.
Okay.
Do not be afraid. Your jump kit can take that fall.
I'm worried about getting fall, BT. I'm worried about getting shot up by these drones.
Foreign object detected.
A little Destiny 2 soft fall there.
cycle iteration 16,487 complete.
Like I said, I'm using the Excalibur SI
Arc
188
tool detected at 30 meters.
gaming keyboard.
Turbine power cycle iteration
Okay, so I think
16,488
this is going to be a
complete.
little bit goofy. Oh, okay. I thought that thing was supposed to help me get up there. I actually need to wait for it to shut down. Oh man, that's going to take some wicked timing.
16,489 complete.
And there, your time is up. Soon. So for the live stream this morning, I am using, as I mentioned, the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable Plus 2. Wait. Might want to just see if I can get across to this thing. Yeah. Oh no! Come. Totally unnecessary. Go back up. Wasn't gonna risk that it wasn't.
Well done, pilot. You have acquired the Arc tool. Return to the control room. We are ready to jumpstart the system. Pilot, there appears to be an override switch on the central turbine.
Do I have to hit the turbine switch?
Try using the Arc tool on that switch. That should enable you to run across the face of the turbine.
Okay.
Marvin Delta 51 X-ray. Turbine power.
Oh, right as I cross the face of it.
Marvin Delta 51 X-ray. Turbine power.
Okay.
16,489.
Nice thing about TitanFall 2, at least with the checkpoints and whatnot, is that I don't have to do manual quick saves every single time.
Hostile force lockout protocols in effect for all critical access points. Manual activation by Arc tool required.
What's that? Okay. Now where? Oh, did I jump off at the wrong point? Yeah, I don't know how you would wall run. I couldn't even wall run on the surface the last time. Whoa. So I need to get up there, right? And double jump does not seem... Yeah, double jump doesn't have the height that I need. I guess... It's not working. Please tell me it will reactivate. doorway on this side. Good enough. Yeah, so for video capture this morning, I'm using the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable Plus 2, GC513. So this is a fairly recent, within the last year, new video game capture card by AverMedia. I really need to figure this timing out. Number one, I need to blast it. Of course, that's the side with the wall in front of it. There we go. This weapon does not need to reload. And as I mentioned, the neat trick of the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable AverMedia Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus. The neat trick is that it can do 4K pass-through.
Security reinforcements.
Okay, so defeats the purpose of the whole arc tool. Why? Nope, that doesn't work. Punching the metal robots does not work. I thought that the arc tool was a pretty powerful weapon. Interesting that I have both. That's great. And now. So maybe the problem was maybe I wasn't actually hitting that guy, but the grenade was okay. It's ammo. So maybe I do have shotgun ammo now. Looks like. Not quite sure what the whole point of this drill is. They want you to use the arc tool to shut down. Something wonky is going on with keyboard settings. What do we have here? Reload switch weapons. Let's switch primary, secondary, and backup. So 1, 2, 3. Which I thought I tried, but the weird thing is, and mouse 3 is tactical, so that's what made me disappear. Yeah, I don't get that 1, 2, and 3. Is there anything else? I'm looking for something. Looking for something that is pilot specific, so I'm not quite certain what's going on here. I don't get that, so I can't switch. I think this is a problem that I've had before, so I can't also not. No. Is there a weapon control screen or something that I'm supposed to get into? Like, I'm accustomed to seeing. So in a game where you have a rotary wheel for weapons, and maybe some other design paradigms, I'm accustomed to, you having slots maybe that you have to put a weapon in, right? Like a quick equip setting or something. Right, grenade and ordnance. Titan is ordnance. Titan utility. I think I've seen this before where somehow I had something unmapped or whatever where I couldn't get to it. Now, maybe... So maybe it needs to be mapped here? Yeah, I have too many options on this thing. Alright, we'll try that. I mean, what else is there that's not mapped? That's multiplayer. Hopefully that'll do it. Oh, Monkey Tucker. Oh, okay. I was afraid because I didn't hit apply that it had dumped that setting. Well, let's just what is going on there? Why is the thing... That's weird. Like, why is his hand dropping off the weapon pommel? Or the undercarriage? Like, I don't understand that. Is it the arc tool that he's reaching for? Alright, this is a little frustrating. Like I said, I seem to remember running into this problem before, and I had to actually like reload a game save. I mean, I don't know what else I can try, or I should try mapping it to. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. And I cannot imagine for the life of me, what control input it's looking for. It says it's unmapped. I mean, I wonder if I should just try deliberately mapping it to a different key. It's unmapped. That's primary. That's secondary. Nothing is coming up for the backup. There's no... This is frustrating. There's no blasted control for... like tool or item. What is going on here? This is some trash. Reload, switch weapon, switch to primary, secondary, backup. Tactical. Now, on the Titan, you have the ability to hit F1, I think it is, to switch your load out, but that is specific to the Titan. This is frustrating. how do you just wind up with a weapon not bound to it? I'm going to reload the last checkpoint. Drives me nuts.
Deploying security reinforcements.
Why is that guy not dropping? Oh, okay, that's interesting. I guess I will just keep the arc tool out. Since whatever goofy shenanigans happen with the,
Automated cooling process activated.
huh. I didn't even hear what it said was activated. Yeah, it's not doing what I need to do. Maybe, what? Wait, did it just pump me back to the, okay.
Heatsink cooldown in progress.
Heatsink cooldown in progress. What I don't know exactly is where we're supposed to go with that.
Temperature at 75%.
So I got one thing deactivated. Wall running over there is not going to help me. Guess I can go down here. Yeah, that's not doing any good. So this is not the thing that I find interesting about TitanFall. So I'd really like this to be over. Alright, what are we doing here?
Heatsink temperature at 25%.
Maybe, can I get over that if I wall run? Is that thing? I feel like you know. I'm at it. Alright, come on. Nope. That's the thing. Yes, maybe I can dual wall run. Bug. Okay. So yeah, maybe from here. Actually. So that should definitely give me the room. Okay. Not a very fun segment if you ask me. Okay. No time to relax. Drop. Oh, sidestep the article? That's new. So I guess he'll patrol and take down any of his buddies that he finds. Yeah, so for the game capture, for the live stream, basically I'm using the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus with 4K pass-through. For the webcam this morning, I'm using the Zoom Q8 handy video recorder, which is one of my favorite cameras. Recently acquired it. Great lens, even better audio. It's the only one of only two webcams, if you will, cameras that I've. Oh, I should say one of three. What am I doing here? Okay, so we'll go ahead and just get in front of this time. Oh, okay, cool. Just ride the airwave here.
That's him! That's the pilot! He's gonna make it! I thought he was gone for sure!
See, so it looks like what I gotta do is bounce the airwaves here. Oh! Perhaps not. Blast, damn it. Okay. Interesting that when it restarts me at the checkpoint, it lets me have the 2 turbine pads disabled already. Nope, didn't get it. I'm so glad for this blasted section to be over. This is the worst. So now it's giving me the benefit. So now, okay. So now it's just wall run and jumps. Oh.
Now that was impressive, pilot. They're waiting for you back in the control room.
I can't imagine what you just went through down there. Great work, pilot. You made it all the way around and found an arc tool. If I had a medal, I'd give it to you. Well done, sir.
Looks like you've been to hell and back. We're glad you made it, pilot.
Yeah, I want to figure out how to equip this thing and still get to my other weapons. I'm not pleased about the fact that as soon as I mouse wheel it, it becomes unavailable. So the other nice thing about the AverMedia Portable 2 Plus is that it has 2 3.5mm jacks on the front panel where you can put do pass-through for a game controller to get the audio. If you're on like a PlayStation 4, where if you select audio to go to the game controller, you can't send it anywhere else. So that will allow you to get audio output out of the game controller, and then it has a headset port, so you can plug the headset into the front panel. So, like I said, if you're playing with a PS4 controller, you can still have your voice chat sent through the game controller out to the game.
Pilot's back, and that looks like an arc tool to
It's
me.
pretty neat, gives you a lot of flexibility.
Take it off this dirt ball.
I am
Pilot
plugged
Cooper.
into
Now we can jumpstart the power to get the beacon
3.5 millimeter front panel port.
Glad you made it back, Cooper. Just in time, too. The system's rewired. Now all we need is some power.
Right, but now
The power chamber relays are offline. The arc tool should be able to jumpstart them manually.
Cooper, let's hope that arc tool was worth all the trouble.
Caution. High radiation levels detected ahead. Your suit will only protect you for a limited time
my
inside the
problem
chamber.
is this
I
thing
suggest
showing up
you
as
move
unbound
quickly.
again.
I wouldn't stay in there too long unless you want to be burnt to a crisp. Get that arc tool ready. When I open the hatch, every second will count.
I can't switch to the arc tool. How is that feasible? Like, is this, I mean, this can't be because of the keyboard that I'm using. How?
You need to switch to the arc tool, pilot. when I open that inner hatch.
Great. So I'm gonna have to reload. So frustrating. Like, I'm gonna take a look at this one more time and see if I can figure out what the flock is going on. Toggle A modifier. Like, just how does the arc tool come up as unbound? It should map. You would think it would map to the backup weapon slot. Incredibly frustrating. And I'm getting pressed for time. I got to transition here in like 12 minutes. And so what is it? Is the arc tool showing up as unbound in TitanFall 2? The key for the arc tool is active boost in multiplayer. Activate boost. What up? Alright, so it's good to know though. Alright, great. So we should be rocking and rolling
For a second
now.
count.
There we go.
Okay, opening the hatch in 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh. Sure, it seems like I'm taking, and I really like a lot of the shooting sequences in Titanfall 2, but, man, this just feels like busy work.
Power at 100%. I recommend you exit the chamber immediately.
Coming out.
Great job, Cooper.
Silly.
Power is back.
All right, we got power. Open those shutters. Let's get that beacon up and running. Opening shutters.
Diagnostic complete. Power 100%.
Initiate dish targeting reset.
And so for voiceover commentary this morning, I'm using the Razer Man of War Destiny 2 Tournament Edition headset.
80%. 90%.
Warning. Fault detected.
It's absolutely one of the most comfortable headsets that I have. It's one of the few headsets that I'm completely fine having it on for 3 or 4 hours at a time.
Captain, the uplink targeting module is offline.
Not good. I bet the IMC are on their way.
That is a reasonable assumption.
McCord, can we bypass the module?
No, sir. Not unless we want to send a message to the entire IMC fleet.
Then the module's gonna have to be repaired manually.
Pilot, this situation could use your skills.
I hope you're up for another trip to hell, Cooper.
My skills are
We need
best
to
used
repair
for
the
shooting
beacon on
things.
site and
I
get
am
back
tired
as
of
fast as
these
possible.
puzzle, goofy go-fetch sequences. Locate a working uplink target module. Alright. Looks like we can travel.
Controls transfer to
That's
pilot.
my key. Where's my objective? There we go.
Be careful. We've already lost a lot of good soldiers over there.
Yeah, thanks. Let's go ahead and switch the loadout. Um, 40mm tracking cannon. I don't need any power cells right now.
Scans indicate a fallen pilot. My memory recalls this pilot as an exceptional fighter, proven well during the fracture operation.
My backlight's on the Corsair keyboard. When I have the studio light on, I actually can't read the keyboard, so I couldn't tell where the backslash button was. Can't get up that way, apparently. There we go. Are you kidding me? Great. This is another thing I don't like about the Titanfall 2 game design is like these arbitrary points where they force you to pop out of the...
My scans detect a functioning uplink targeting module, 428 meters northeast. My analysis indicates a throw is our only option here. I can throw you across the gap.
Great.
Are you sure about this?
There is a 68% chance of success.
Nice.
What about the other 32%?
There is a 32% chance of an incomplete traversal, resulting in catastrophic trauma, massive internal bleeding, and multiple compound fractures.
Nice.
Dismemberment may also occur. There is also the possibility of electrocution and disintegration within the toxic fog below.
Okay, we get it. What am I supposed to do? Oh, whoa. Hey, I thought I would get a chance to tell you I was ready.
Wind, 3 knots, heading 274.
Kentucky
Range,
windage on the
95
throw?
meters. Projectile mass, 89 kilograms.
Thanks, BT.
Trust me.
Ball run. Okay. There's greens. We're not worried about him.
Richter,
Check boy.
this is Blisk. Yeah, here's Richter. That damn pilot is trying to use the beacon. End this. I'm counting on you. Blisk out.
All security units, this is Richter. Get to the
I'll
beacon
also mention
now.
that, so for the Zoom
Find the
Q8
clan of London
camera,
last
I'm not
week
using
in
microphones on the Zoom Q8 right now.
Zulu 1
The other thing
Kilo
that I'm
1,
doing
move
that helps
in.
out a
Alpha 2,
huge
get soldiers
amount.
on ground. Move it.
If you want to use higher end cameras in your live stream and move beyond webcams, one of the things that also helps is sometimes it's tough to get a webcam or to get a higher end camera into position. Just given a particular setup, right? So, because they tend to not have like the little monitor mounts like webcams do. So I've got the Zoom Q8 on my Zoe short height tripod. But I wouldn't necessarily like the position if it was just sitting on the flathead. So what I actually have is, and I have a couple of these now, is that now I have a newer articulating arm, which is a 2-joint arm, so I can actually extend it out from the, good thing that wasn't a bad guy, extend it out from the tripod and get it into slightly better position. So the way I have this set up right now, it actually extends off of the tripod, and actually it's out just slightly in front of the upper left-hand corner of the monitor, so slightly better positioning than I would have achieved if I had just sat it on the flathead of the tripod itself. No. Going back to the checkpoint. That was the checkpoint after I picked up all the way back there.
Richter, this is Blisk.
Yeah, here's Richter.
That damn pilot is trying to use the beacon. End this. I'm counting on you. Blisk out.
Okay, so it considers me as already having gotten the
All
helmet.
security units, this is Richter. Get to the beacon now.
Oh, that was a satchel.
Find den kleinen Mann und lass mich nicht hängen.
Copy that. Zulu 1 Kilo 1, move in. Alpha 2, get soldiers on ground. Move it.
I don't understand this. Do I have the gravity star? Okay, you need to swap it. Let's make sure both of these things are loaded up. Looks like it. I don't quite understand what I need to do for this jump, since this is what I monkeyed up last time. Oh, I hit the cloak. I keep forgetting that that's cloak now and not time travel. No. That's clearly not what I was supposed to do. So that wall room is hitting me back towards BT. It's got to be the opposite direction, I guess.
Richter, this is Blisk.
No.
Ja, hier ist Richter.
That damn pilot is trying to use the beacon. End this. I'm counting on you. Blisk out.
So this is
All
apparently
security
a
units, this is Richter.
Titan
Get
battle
to the
coming
beacon
up.
now. Find den kleinen Mann und lass mich nicht hängen.
Copy that. Zulu 1, Kilo 1, move in. Alpha 2, get soldiers on ground. Move it!
So you trade that for the satchel. Okay, so I don't want to go back that way. Okay. Am I doing on time here? I think I'm going to have to go ahead and wrap up here. I don't think I have the time to get into this with Richter. Still unclear where I'm supposed to go, really. Oh. I'm wrecking it this way. I would think that what I would need to do is get to an elevator. But I don't know. Go. Righty ho.
IMC dropships headed to your location.
Ooh, little stick there. As the level loaded. So I'm just going to stick my head through here and kind of see what is going to be next up. I'm getting tired of having to switch to this arc. Doing here. You definitely are going to need the arc tool through this section. Oh no, wait. It's not giving me that. It's going to force me to be aerial when I hit the thing. I don't even know how that movement was possible. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have time to play more of this part. It seems like this is definitely more interesting than some of the sequences I played through earlier. But I gotta, work out and transition to getting ready for work. I don't think I need to be at the top of the world here. Nice. Side there where I'm definitely fired upon by all those stalkers. So now I have fucking. Oh, what I should have done is attack one. Attack it. What? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, like I said, I just don't have time for this morning. Doink! Alright, well, thanks so much for joining in on the early AM live stream again. I will be back next week for the late night live stream on Monday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern to 1 a.m. And then again next Thursday for the early AM live stream. As always, I will try to be on at 4. That's my preferred time. And we'll stream from about 4 to 6 a.m. again Eastern. If you ever want to see this video or any of my archive videos, it will eventually be up over on my YouTube channel, Rounding Off Infinity. And you can also head to that channel to check out my hardware reviews, gaming peripheral reviews. And if you want to see any of the podcasts that I do or that we do on the E2KG Network podcasting channel, you can head over to the E2KG Network channel on YouTube. So thanks once again. That's going to do it for me. I'm out.